Come this September, Jordan Donaldson, an Altamont native, will be one of two Americans traveling to Finland for the World Strongman competition after qualifying at Nationals earlier this year.
Nationals was awesome. It was the biggest show to date in Strongman. There was 314 competitors, men and women. You're banging against the best in the world there.
But Donaldson's journey began over 10 years earlier, when he was charged with a DUI in 2005 and then again in 2010. Then, in 2014, Donaldson was charged with his third DUI.
Got pulled over for a DUI. It was my third offense. I was looking at 3 to 7 years in prison. Kind of came to a point. I was dark. Lost a friend a couple months later. Took me into depression. I needed to find a filter and a void to fill that depression.
Just less than 2 months after his third DUI, Donaldson's best friend, Brock Wynn, died as a result of suicide.
We were basically brothers. We lived together for 5 years. Brock was a standout athlete at Tuscola. Won state in 2007. He was the MVP. Played at St. Francis. Broke his back. Rehabbed it. Broke his back again. And kind of did the same thing I did. He fell in depression. He ended up taking his own life. It hurt me because the night I got my DUI, the next day I was going down to see him. He had moved to Nashville, Tennessee. So it kind of really took a burden on me. And I blame myself a lot, and that's why the depression thing kind of held over my head. It was like I was walking in that smog, because I blame myself, thinking if I could have went down there, if it wasn't for my selfishness, that I could have, helped him out and maybe, saved a life.
But just when Donaldson was in his darkest time, two close friends intervened.
Spencer Patton, would be a South Central graduate here, plays for the Chicago Cubs now. Basically, we've been good friends. Playing sports through high school, same time. Then we actually went to Parkland together, and just became even closer friends. And then his wife, I graduated with, Jill, and when they saw me going down that road of depression, and they were like, we're your best friends. Like, they showed me, started taking me to church, introduced me to God. I went to study groups. We did one-on-ones. Just kind of showed me there's more out there than, being depressed or alcohol or drugs or whatever you have to do. There's happy things to fill your void out there. You don't have to fill it with the bad things.
And then, Donaldson found just what he needed to fill that void with Strongman.
Everything started here at the Zone with my training, basically. I trained here. I trained at my high school gym, but I usually came here because they had more equipment, more accessories. BJ Shelton, the promoter of the Strongman from Strasburg, had a flyer up there on the board. And I was like, this sounds fun. I'll just give it a try. I never touched a Strongman implement in my life. I went there and I took second.
Over the course of the next year, Donaldson would win several strongman competitions as the St. Elmo graduate grew to love the sport of strongman.
You got to be fast, powerful, strong. You also have to be athletic, because there's moving medleys. It's not just how much you can lift over your head or pull off the ground. You got to be able to fasten. You got to be mobile too. So you have to be an all-around athlete. The sport is so close-knit, because everyone wants to see everyone succeed. I've built friendships. My dad actually came to my first one in Strasburg last week, and he was like, this is awesome, like how close everyone is. You're competing against somebody, but you're also cheering him on right after you go. So it's just, the atmosphere is great.
After taking second at Nationals earlier this year and receiving an invitation from the United States Strongman president, Donaldson will go to the world competition in Finland come September.
It's a 2-day event, 8 events. The events are set up in my favor right now. So I'm hoping top 3. You always go for the #1 spot, but top 3 in the world at 105, I'll take it.
But to finish in the top 3, Donaldson has been training rigorously.
It's been brutal. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is everything strength training in the gym, and then on Saturdays or Sundays I'll do an event, like an event day, which is, when they call it Strongman event days, is anything with your implements, because you don't have your normal, like a stone. It's all, because Strongman's all odd objects. So you train those on Saturdays or Sundays. It's just called an event day.
In an effort to help Donaldson with the costs and preparation for the world competition, a Strongman event is being held in Robinson August 20th.
He's putting on a competition in favor of me, where all the proceeds are going to help me with my travels, expenses, hotels, everything for Finland. Corey also is the owner of Samson Strong Implements. He builds all my equipment, from farmers' logs, yokes, sleds. He's built me every implement that it's going to be at the Worlds, and he's done it in a month.
But even after September comes and goes, Donaldson says he hopes to continue enjoying the sport he has grown to love for years to come.
The long-term goal is to be able to do it as long as I can and stay healthy. That's the biggest thing in strongman, because you're moving heavy weights at high reps, and for time and speed, it breaks down your body and deteriorates you. Not many people stay in the sport of strongman very long.